Going on, everybody? Out in the shop again. Making a little progress, showing a little progress. Um, I guess cleaning it doesn't look like it, but all this is kind of a hot mess. I've been throwing stuff away for seems like a week, 2 weeks. I guess we're gonna have to stick with the phone for a while. I don't know what's up with that GoPro. Even I got it fixed. Got a new lens for it and a new Volta. But that thing just gets hot, and it shuts off because it's hot. I mean, even in regular running. I thought maybe because it was in time lapse, that was a problem. No, it just gets hot, and it just shuts off. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. I'm getting a little frustrated with it, so just gonna use the phone till I can get a camera I like. We are making some progress on some things. Right there. Bub got that for the skid steer. Pretty sure I've showed the skid steer, but we got a little Gale 3000 skid steer from like the 70s. Motor's junk. That's a Predator 670. It's got a new Lovejoy coupling and a Lovejoy insert. We just got to get it mounted, got to cut some plates and get it mounted and everything, and then fire it up. See what leaks and what doesn't leak. But mainly just we've been going through a lot. I'm not on here to cry because that's not who I am. But we as a family have been through a lot in the last month. So that's that. But you just keep pushing forward, and you just do what you got to do, regardless whether you get thrown a curveball or not. Life still moves on. And it's rough sometimes, but you got to do it. But white truck has kind of moved over in the far side. I've not gotten a chance to really do a whole lot to the bed. I was trying to, in one of my GoPro videos, I was trying to get the bolts out of the bed. Everything I tried was not working. I added washers, I added heat, welded a nut on them, just nothing. I would quench them with Kroll or KRO, however you say it, with PB Blaster, with just about everything, and they're not breaking loose. But I have the mentality of if 4 won't hold it, 6 won't. And if somebody wants to get under there and critique me for going, oh, you've only got 4 bolts instead of 6, be my guest. I don't care. But we are making bigger moves here. It's a pretty big move for us. We've been talking about that for over 10 years. Over 10 years. Now, I told Bub, I said, I'm not doing another 6.0 job with the cab on. It's not happening. So there it is. We still gotta wire it. It's not wired yet. Still gotta lag it to the floor. And I had one person in my short video ask about the trusses. Though this is just temporary. We've called like 4 people out here. They say, "Oh, I'll show up. I'll show up." Never showed up. I got one other option. My brother-in-law, if he's available, he said he would come out. So he works all the time. He's a carpenter, and he's busy all the time. But we're gonna reconstruct these rafters here to put everything above that rack to where we can get full lift. I should be able to get 84 inches up. And it's pretty close to where it needs to be. We had Bub's truck in on this side, and got it pulled in, and then we just matched everything up to where it would be whenever it would pick it up. So right there is where it's at. Like I said, we just got to lag it to the floor. We do have to shim this column to straighten it up, but got to move that far aerial there. Got to move it to the other side and redo these rafters. That baby's in business. Probably the first thing we're gonna do is Cody's red truck. Cody's red truck is puking coolant out of the degas bottle. So that's kind of unfortunate for him, but we're gonna get him fixed, and I just hope and pray that his heads are all right. So he should be. The truck was studded. It is studded. I just hope they didn't mill his heads, and you know, he has to buy a new set of heads. But it's up there. It's an Atlas PV10X. It's supposed to be able to pick up 10,000 pounds. We've been working on this for about 2 good solid afternoons. Yeah, it's been an eventful time. Bub about killed me. The second piece up there slides off while we were picking it up. First one did fine. Picked it right up with a cherry picker. We got under it, set it up. Second one, not so much. That sleeve come off there quick, fast, in a hurry. It tried to take me out, but I'm still here. I'd probably put a dent in it. Only other thing, a new thing has showed up here. It's another truck. Like I need another one of those, but it was a deal that couldn't pass up, and it'll be down the road. It's not main thing other than this lift, because the lift can help make money. The thing we're focusing on, that, then maybe the S10. I'm not gonna say the word plan. I'm not even gonna, just not gonna say that word, because nothing ever goes to plan for me. The motor is still at the machine shop. I think we're gonna do something a little different there. Well, I had to do something different. I don't know what happened. Either during the break-in process or the way it was made at wherever O'Reilly's makes their engines. One of the pistons was worn. I had to get a new set of pistons because it was undersized. It was undersized because I don't know. So I had to buy another set of pistons. Yippee-ki-yay. And so that tells me that the roller block has probably got an oblong piston or bore, piston hole. So I don't know what I can do there. I'd rather not have to sleeve the block. I don't really want to go 60 thousandths over. But you do what you can do, right? Bed. I did end up finally getting me some of these little caster things. Boy, those are handy dandy. Harbor Freight special. And I got some caster deals under that. So I can move it around. That's gonna kind of be the game plan. I said it again, didn't I? I said plan. Stop saying that word. Goal. How about that? That's the goal. Goal is to work on this bed. Yeah, get everything cleaned up the best I can, and to work on possibly the S10. Clutch is about done on that dude, but you know, putting a V8 in it, why buy another clutch like that? We might put that engine and transmission in something else. The only other things I've been doing is I've been doing a bunch of serious cleaning out here. Garden's doing good. That is one thing that is like really going. Learning a lot there. Rule number 1, space out your squash and zucchini a lot more, otherwise they'll be on top of each other. And yeah, it's a job. Well, there it is. There's the addition. Gonna need another one of those. But it looks like a hot mess. I did have it all cleaned up, but it's doing what it needs to do. It's producing food. I'm doing a pretty good job. I've got a bunch of my tomatoes are doing pretty good. They're getting bigger. Again, it's a learning process for me. That right there, a friend of mine hollered at me about it, and needed it going. So here it is. It's a 91 Ford F-150 short bed, a 5-speed 306 cylinder. And whoever had this truck before him did something that I have never heard of in my life, and that is they heard a 306 cylinder. Come to find out, apparently it got to like 275, 280, and she didn't like it. So I've got a whole nother engine to go in this. He give like $1,700 for it. Supposed to have like 9,000 miles on it. Judging by the way the valve train and everything looks, I kind of believe it, because it's clean as a pin. You know, put it in there. It does have EFI and all that. Not a big fan of that, but if I could get it all to work, it'd be great. If not, it's getting a carburetor. But they're really proud of those however you say that word, Clifford intakes. They want like $600 for them things, and but that's gonna be the future possible whatever. And then that thing's back. It's like the 5th time I've had that truck. That was the truck that I was originally going to build to race, and then we found out my daughter was coming. So, naturally, it had to go. I ended up getting everything back on this truck, except for like 2 items. Mainly is the dadgum dash. The kids sold the dash out of the truck. That really hurt my feelings, because it had a minty dash. And I mean an absolute mint dash. It had 1 crack in it. 1. And he sold it to a guy to put in his race car, his race truck. But I didn't own it. That was him. Whatever. That one right there is another one that showed up. Might be doing some part swapping between the two. There's a couple things that truck needs that this one's got, and back and forth, and that's a really, really nice, actually is a really nice little truck for what it is. You know, maybe I can take that to the track one day with Mikey and have a good time. That's Red Rider, and he'll be Red Rocket. Speaking of Mikey, if you have not subscribed to Team Sharp Racing, I highly suggest that you do. The boy's killing it. He's killing it. I actually got to go down there and see his car in person after he figured out the whole issue with the MSD box. Car hits a lick. Car hits a mean lick, and car rolls out good. But go to Team Sharp Racing. Go check him out. He's got big things going. I'm not gonna dive off into a lot of it, but he's cooking. Y'all need to go check him out. For what it's worth, and coming from me, I'm proud of you. Whatever you're doing, whether you're winning at the battles that you don't talk to nobody about, if you're overcoming the things that have kind of took a toll on your life or taken hold of your life, and you're still here, I'm proud of you. Keep pushing. Better days will come. We always hit slumps, we always do. But that is just I always like to think of it as that's just the time when the clutch is pushed and you're getting ready to snatch another gear. You can do it. You absolutely can do it. Whatever it is. Just push the clutch in, pull the gear, and dump it. You can do it. Y'all be good.